Hello and welcome to Food and Fitteds Meets the Sweet Life. We're going to check out a lot of the food and drink options you have here at Kauffman Stadium, home of the Kansas City Royals. But first, I want to thank my friend Val, aka Stadium Food Girl, for inviting me. The Kansas City Royals food and beverage people, Aramark, reached out to her and said, "We love your content. We'd like to set you up in a suite and show you off all the food and drink options we have here at the stadium, and you can invite a whole bunch of your friends, and she invited me. So thanks, Val. We're going to check out the suite, and then we're going to go on a tour, a lot of their bars and club areas. And so please stick around for probably my favorite food review video ever. All right, let's start off in the suite. As you can see, they have a well-stocked fridge that would make my college self very proud. They also had a good setup there on the buffet area. Brats and hot dogs, sauerkraut, onions and peppers. Folks, if all we did was hang out in the suite the whole night, it would have been well worth the trip. Chicken tenders, these wonderful Philly cheesesteak empanadas, and there was another sauce to go on top of it, but the star of the show was the lobster corn dogs. And the lobster is fried in this little tempura batter, and then you got the spicy cold shrimp, and they also had some roast beef sliders that were awesome. Tony from Aramark, our kind of host for the evening, took us on a tour around the stadium to a lot of their bars and concession stands and club areas, and showed us what they had to show off. And he had his handy assistant Steve with him, who was, every time I turned around, was handing us margaritas and beer bats, or so margarita bats, I should say. I love you, Steve. Like I said, every time I turned around, he was handing us something to eat or to try. And the first thing we got to eat was these wonderful brisket nachos. You're in Kansas City. And shout out to Chuck for grabbing one of these things as we continue the tour. I'm walking with my margarita bat in one hand, and I'm going, Chuck, catch up. I need some more nachos. So thank you. These were awesome. We left the bullpen bar and went up a level and over to the third base side to go to Craft and Draft. It's another little kind of club bar area, and they had a wonderful beer selection. And there was a little bit of a rain delay, so hey, what are you going to do during a rain delay and you're on a food tour? You're going to eat. And so again, Tony and his handy assistant Steve brought out what I call dessert pizza, what they call dessert pizza. It was wonderful. You had apples, you had cinnamon, this wonderful cream. Man, it just was awesome. And well, don't take my word for it. Make sure you watch Val's Stadium Food Review. There you can see Val. She's giving us the scoop on it. It was awesome. You also had these huge sandwiches, tortas with barbacoa in them. I didn't get to try one, but like I said, I was too busy stuffing my face with dessert pizza. These were awesome too. Next stop was the Diamond Club. If you can buy tickets that allow you access to this area, I highly suggest you do it. You got wonderful other food options in there, but we were in here for more dessert. And we got to see them make nitrogen ice cream. So liquid nitrogen used to instantly freeze the cream and make ice cream. And then our dessert chef there put all the toppings, the whipped cream and everything on it. So it was awesome. And as you can see, it's going to come out great. But that wasn't just that they had. They also made fried peanut butter and jelly. So as I was drooling over this ice cream, out of nowhere, they bring out the fried PB&J. And it's just kind of, think of like Crustables that are deep fried, and then you had this other raspberry sauce to go with it. Oh, beautiful. Well, we finally make it back to the suite, and they had delivered more food. They delivered loaded nachos, a giant pretzel with like 4 different kinds of sauces you could dip it into it. They had shrimp tacos in there, but I sat down and just, so we got to enjoy some baseball at least at some point. And I'm sitting there, and just when I'm thinking, man, okay, that's it. I'm done for the night. No more food. Val, Stadium Food Girl, over my shoulder, hands me a burger from their bullpen burger joint that has classic shakes and classic burgers, their version of In-N-Out burgers. And so I eat that, and again, okay, now I'm done for the evening. But no, somebody says the words, hey, the dessert cart is here. So we go out of the suite and we go check out this wonderful dessert cart that they roll from suite to suite. That's got bundt cakes, it's got cheesecakes, it had tequila. Didn't know that was a dessert, but hey, I'm okay. And I realized I did not have a Kansas City mini helmet, so I got some ice cream in the mini helmet to go with my collection. And you can see it's chocolate with some Butterfinger pieces on it. Beautiful. Well, at this point in the evening, I decided I needed to walk off about a dozen or so of the 2,000 calories I'd spent putting into my body the last couple of hours. So I walked down to the team store. I mean, this is called Food and Fitteds after all. And they have a wonderful team store with a large number of items, t-shirts, jerseys, everything you could possibly want. And I already had their regular hat, so I purchased the Kansas City Royals City Connect hat. Very nice design, I have to say. I just want to conclude with a big long thank you. This was a wonderful evening. I want to thank Val, Stadium Food Girl, for inviting me. It was so great seeing old and new baseball buddies again. I got to see Alex, Val's dad, and hang out with him again. He's a blast. I got to meet Bill from Top Fan Rivalry and Baseball Side Chick. I got to see Ricardo from MLB Trash Talkers. I got to meet a bunch of the Stadium Beer Bros like Pipe Guy. It was great meeting him. And Hat Mistress Jay, the Houston Hat Crew, Chuck from El Paso. Got to meet Dan, a local guy contest winner who got to be there. It was just great meeting all of you, and I had a wonderful evening. Thank you and goodbye.